Well, as we come into the Christmas holiday season, rituals abound. And here at Celebrations Pulse, the community that has come together here shares their stories and rituals, and we certainly request them. I have one here from Evelyn Rerick. One year, my mother bought a package of outlined wooden ornaments, about 2.5, 3 inches tall, to be painted. She and her grandchildren painted them, and since then, about 45 or 50 years ago, they've hung on my tree. Now I point them out to my grandkids as something my sons and daughter did as children, and I remember who painted each ornament. I tell them that that will be their inheritance. That's a great idea. I think families that find a way to involve the youngest in the family in the rituals and let those traditions carry on, it just gives us a sense of history and culture and being part of something bigger. For a kid to know that their ornament that they paint, their wooden soldier, might hang on someone's tree for 40 or 50 years, gives them a sense of time and a family and tradition of being part of something bigger than just themselves. Plus, it's just fun. So that's a great ritual idea. Evelyn, thanks for sharing it with us. Here we are approaching the Christmas holiday, and we're looking at all the great ideas that are coming to us at the Celebrations Pulse from our community here. And Krista Power wrote to me that every year since my children were born, I gift them a meaningful ornament. It reflects a moment in time that, when reminiscing, is a reminder of their journey, a moment in their year. So that's nice that she goes and finds an ornament that's reflective of a moment or time, a special event in their year. Now they are older, and at 14, 20, and 22, they look forward to the ornament, specially gifted in honor of their life story that year. I also make cinnamon buns every Thanksgiving. Nothing fancy, straight out of a can. One year, I forgot and never heard the end of it. Memories and traditions do not have to be fancy, just meaningful. Christy is so right. It's about being meaningful, and it can be fun, and corny is cool. Find the rituals from your past, create your rituals for the future. But again, they don't have to be fancy, they don't have to be expensive, but they have to be fun and they have to be memorable. One of the things we kid my wife about Thanksgiving is, I think it's intentional now. We're at the table and we're almost done with dinner, and someone says, "Where's the cranberry sauce?" And "Oh, it's still in the refrigerator." It's almost become a ritual, not quite, but what's your rituals? What do you make fun of? What causes you and your family to bond in laughter? Well, one of the holiday treats is at the very end of the holiday season. That is New Year's, and New Year's is a holiday that I think is rich in opportunity for rituals to be. It's a holiday, I think, that's rich in opportunity to create rituals and continue rituals. There's so much you can do with it, and it's not just a single day. It's a day before, it's that weekend, it's a whole week after Christmas through New Year's. And I have a beautiful letter here from a member of our celebrations community, Jacqueline Howley. And she writes that my grandma had a New Year's tradition that was handed down through her grandma. On New Year's Eve, we would set the table before going to bed, only we would place the dinner plates upside down. In the morning, when we got up and went for breakfast, under the plates would be all kinds of goodies and treats. I look forward to Belle Snookle more than Santa. Belle Snookle, I've never heard of that. You'll hear a little bit more about it here. Grandma said that Belle Snookle was a New Year's fairy. Grandma would describe the beautiful gowns and jewels that she saw on Belle. She would also bring fruit baskets and to the adult ladies in our family for New Year's, and it was special to our family. No one else had ever heard of her. Years after Grandma explained, my grandmother and her brother were raised by her grandma and step-grandpa because her mom had died very young. Mom Moore, my great-great-grandmother, she writes, did a lot of extras around the holiday to earn money, and people didn't always pay on time. So most of the extra money that she earned came in after Christmas. Therefore, Santa would leave a peppermint stick, an orange, an apple, and some walnuts and maybe a few more sweets. But a week later, Belle Snookle would come to leave some special treats for my grandma and Uncle Robert. Belle always seemed to know just what they really wanted. My grandma continued the tradition for my mom, and then for my sister and me, and then when I had a family, I continued the tradition for my kids and now my grandkids. I've never heard of anyone else who knew anything about Belle Snookle, and I often wonder if this was a long-lost tradition or one born out of financial necessity. Either way, I celebrate the creativity, love, and affection that inspired that tradition. You can make up your own, make the best of what you have, make it fun, make it sincere, and make it meaningful. And that's what really, really counts. So I think Jacqueline, your mom, your grandmother inspire us to say, how can we think of the little things? How can we borrow your ideas or our version of your ideas to make things special for those around us? People in the office, people in our community. What's the little gift you give to your favorite person, the dry cleaner, who's always so nice to you? It doesn't have to be expensive, it just has to be meaningful. And we have so many opportunities, especially at the holiday time, to express ourselves, to let people know that they're special to us and that they mean something special to us. I think we often don't know what that means to others, but we know what it means to us when someone goes out of their way to express themselves to us. So think about how you can change how somebody feels. You have the power. One of the other lessons in Jacqueline's story about her great-great-grandmother and Belle Snookle is you could start something today as a ritual or tradition or just a fun thing that you do, and it could outlast you by generations, take different turns, but you have an opportunity now to do something, either to carry on a tradition, to not interrupt the chain, or to start something new that's meaningful to you and maybe to your family, that'll survive you and maybe teach your great-great-grandchildren a lesson in thoughtfulness and humility and sharing.